All right. Welcome to August's Sunday, August 3rd's chat, Children of Light chat, 2025. We've got a few things to go over today. Wanted to talk about possibilities of a planning committee for our conference this year. Uh, Laura's got some locations and a raffle and a survey and some herbal stuff and some tonical stuff. Uh, and Diane has some things to talk about for business. So, anyhow, it does look pretty. I like it. Your hair looks nice. I like it. You got it changed. You can't hear me. I can hear you.
No voice. I can't hear.
Okay. Can't hear. Okay.
You guys see me? Because I see you. Do you see me?
Yeah, I could see you. Okay, so
Hey, Laura.
um, for those that will be viewing this later on in the Gathered Masters pages and YouTube page, we're looking to put together a planning committee for this year's conference. So um, we have all kinds of things that we need. So if you could let us know what you can do, that would help us better. Rather than asking us what we need pretty much everything, help in all areas of getting the conference rolling. So, if you are willing to get involved with us, get on a planning committee for the event, logistics, what we're going to be doing at said event, contact me or Laura, and we could get you set up. Somebody's got something loud in the background.
Place smelled like fire, oil, something
Diane, is
Is
that
your
the
place,
TV?
Diane?
Is that
The
the
rest of
TV
the
in the
team
background?
searched for intel on
I have
survivors.
Diane mute. I think that's it right there. That was the culprit. Okay, Karen's coming. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Laura, and she's going to talk about some possible locations, uh, a survey, raffle, seven sacred herbs, and Gabriel's tonic, one of my favorite things, and September stuff. There you go, Diane. I mean, Laura, excuse me.
Okay, I guess I have a lot to talk about. All right, starting with a planning committee. I contacted three places so far in Colorado, and Ken and I went and saw two of them last week. One is called the Star House. It's just outside of Boulder, and it's a very, very interesting building. Um, However, it only holds 90 people, and we would have to adjust the days that we're there. I mean, we can have it the week of summer solstice next year. However, they have other activities going on, like that Tuesday, Monday, they have a new moon ceremony right before we would start. And we actually would start on a Tuesday. We would go Tuesday to Friday instead of Wednesday to Saturday because they have another activity
Silence.
Friday evening, and then they have summer solstice event on Saturday, which we would be invited to, so we could extend our time. However, the place only holds 90 people, and the terrain, the land where the building sits is kind of uneven, and so there's some concerns for people that have challenges with walking. It is a really nice place though. um so that's the Star House. It's unique, it's different. And then we went to see a hotel. Denver Marriott West, and the hotel is a hotel is a hotel. It was okay. I mean, it had a nice big ballroom. However, it was
It
expensive.
was a great.
It was like $3,800 a day for the conference room, and the sleeping rooms were $209 a night. The same woman, the sales manager, I worked with her last year, and she was able to get it down to a 189. But this year it's 209. So I called her the next day and I said, can you give me your best price? And I was thinking that she would at least match the 189. She wrote back to me and she said 209. And I'm like, well, and they don't even have queen and king size beds. It's an older hotel and they have double beds. And there's no breakfast included. So that's kind of pricey.
Well, that's kind of out.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the third place is called Sunshine Ranch. It's in Loveland. And I actually started a conversation with them last year that didn't go anywhere, I think because they didn't have the availability. And even this year, they don't have the week of the solstice. They have the week before, and they also had a couple of weeks in July and August. We've never had an event in July or August. So kind of just, she was very nice. Her name Colleen, she was very nice. So just kind of kidding, I said, well, what about 2027? And she said, well, we aren't officially open for reservations. However, if your group would like to have summer solstice week for 2027, you got it. We'll pencil you in. So we kind of already have a place for 2027. But not next year yet. We're still looking.
Okay.
So that's
Yeah,
where we stand with
we need
that.
next year. Next
Laura,
year
how
should be our
much are their rooms
Yeah,
at
well,
the
yes,
Sunrise Ranch?
someone was asking about the rooms, how much they were.
Where?
Sunrise Ranch.
I don't even remember right now.
Yeah, it's too far out.
Because since it wasn't in the running for next summer, I didn't pay that much attention. I didn't look very closely at everything. I do believe it was reasonable, and this is a place that specializes in hosting spiritual events. You can look up all these places online, see what they
Okay.
look like.
Okay.
And I'm thinking that I might go. I'd like to see Sunshine Ranch anyway. I lived in Loveland for a short time, and I remember driving by it and not really quite knowing what it was. So I'm waiting for car rental rates to go down. Right now it's like $100 a day in the summer. When it's more like $30 a day, which I've been able to pay before, I'm thinking I might rent a car and drive up there. But again, I mean, unless we wanted to look at those dates in July and August.
That would be hot.
It's kind of out of the ballpark
Yes.
of where we usually do the event. So those
Right.
are the there's other places, obviously. We do need to do some more scouring, and that's what we need some help with. If
Yes.
anybody, watching the video later or is on the video now can help out with finding a place in the Colorado, Utah area. We are open to Utah. I have spoken to several people in Utah, and they're open to Reno because it's very close to them and they like to gamble. Right now, casinos are very cheap as far as their ballrooms and for their rooms. And I was hoping to find casinos, the Native American casinos in Colorado or Utah, and there's hardly any of them there. So, and the ones that are there are in way far away from the airport type of stuff. So, onward, onward. We seem to have success with Holiday Inns, and the Courtyard by Marriott. That's just going to be very expensive. I mean, we're talking
Yeah, just
thousands
forget
of dollars a
Marriott.
day, and
Yeah.
it just we're not there yet. If we had 200, 300 people showing up at the events, yeah, go for it. Yeah,
No, the place
that.
wasn't that special. The hotel just wasn't that unique or special. It was a
Yeah.
nice hotel though.
Well, we're more looking for adaptability for what we need to do. Comfortability, of course, is very nice to have. We have stayed in some very rural places. In the beginnings of the events, we would stay in places that had camping available or cabins or even lodge style
Jace stepped
places.
forward. She's not a gift.
Also,
The warlord didn't look back.
we did stay
She's nothing to me.
in Estes Park had on site room.
Just like that, King
It
Andrew's
was pretty
got
out there in the
Jake stood in
boondocks.
silence. Was cutting through the wall.
Hey, Diane, can you hear me yet?
Inside
Because
the
I can
tent,
hear your
the girl
TV
watched him through the curtain.
Any background noise.
She had heard everything.
background.
She walked in slowly. They left you, Jace, said
TV
Jeff.
is really loud.
You're mine. She looked down.
So anyhow, I got her on text over here. So,
I don't want to be alone. She whispered, "You're not." She blinked.
then once we started getting through the gate, we
He didn't
started
answer right
staying
away.
in more hotel
Instead,
type
he placed
atmospheres. So I see where Laura's going, getting us back into
You're
the
safe here.
nature
That's enough
aspect
for
of
now.
it, and I'm
She picked
all
up food
for
slowly,
that. However, we
bringing
need to
ice
find a
slowly.
place that can fit our needs.
Why'd you
So
carry me?
where we're
As
not
you were
going to
hurt.
have to
Why'd
adapt
you
to
speak
their
for
needs.
me as no one else did? She held the spoon tight.
We'll find
in her
different
small hand.
different places to look at, and
Jace knelt beside
you know, it's
her. No.
I don't think prices are going to be going down anytime
She
soon on
stared at
anything.
I
So,
really stared for the
you know, we
first
need to
time.
keep an eye on what
Her
we're
eyes still
doing there.
glowed, but this time there was
So,
something else. A
And
question.
that's a pretty good,
Diane, can you
pretty,
turn the TV down in the
I don't think
background?
Diane can hear me.
Sitting by the heater, staring into the flames.
So she may have
She
muted.
brought something on the dirt beside her.
So anyhow,
What's that?
we have some time. We don't normally announce where we're going to be going until about January, February, as
You want to go back?
if we go by what we've done in the past.
They never saw me as theirs.
There was one year where we did have a place right away, but it was with the Hotel Elegante, and we were already staying at the Hotel Elegante and were able to set that up right away. So we got lucky that year. And then unfortunately,
No matter what
a few
she
years
did,
later when we
no
wanted
matter
to go
what
back,
she might become,
they
would
sold
never
and
let her
became a
be
different
visible
entity. So
the sun had not
Um,
risen yet.
that's how
The
that
Cuban
went.
base was already
It's a
awake.
perfect spot for the event,
Generators
other than the
hummed.
walking
Soldiers moved
miles
quietly.
to get to
Drones
the
circled the camp
room.
in slow, lazy
So
lines.
anyhow,
TV is so loud.
Inside the
I can
workshop
hardly
tent,
hear
I
you.
know, I'm
Jace
gonna
stood
try and mute her
frozen,
again. At least she
staring
can
at the
hear
object
us.
on the table.
Can you hear us,
It
Diane?
was a small cube made from broken metal scraps, old wires, and shattered tech things.
Can you hear us?
The cube was glowing. Soft blue lights pulsed from its sides like a heartbeat. It made no sound, yet Jace felt the energy from it. Alive.
Hey,
Hey, oh, you can hear us.
He turned to the
I can hear
one-
you if you talk
The alien
Can you hear
girl
me?
sat in the corner.
yeah, I can hear you on the phone.
on the phone. Okay, the TV in the background is really annoying on the video.
Okay, let me mute me.
Okay. We can hear you when you talk, by the way. Okay, I'll call you back when it's your turn. Okay, got that handled, huh? All right. So, you know, I think that we could come up with something. You know, we'll just get outside of the box. You know, we get used to doing things a certain way, and sometimes you have to change things up a little bit. So let's just be open to the possibilities of our changes yielding us a wondrous place to have an event. So with
How
that,
about campgrounds?
yeah, that'd be fine if somebody wants to camp. I personally am not a person that wants to camp. I live in the wilderness. It's like camping day for me.
I mean, like a place with log cabins or cabins.
We'll keep an eye out for places like that. There's got to be some ranches out there, or the
Mhm.
thing is what was so perfect about Estes Park is it was out in nature, but it also had housing for a few hundred people. So, I mean, we
Yeah.
weren't the only group there. We were a large group there, but we weren't the only group there, and they were able to cater to several groups simultaneously. They had a cafeteria for banquets, for food. They would supply that. You could pay a fee for the catering, um, which was a buffet style situation. Now with COVID, I don't know how many buffets are left after that. So we're kind of starting from scratch again because everything's different now that we're starting to move back into a civilized way of doing things, you know. But pricing has changed dramatically as far as, you know, cost of renting a place or even getting to that place. So that is a factor, you know. We don't want to have the poverty consciousness, but we also do want to be conscious of, you know, of cost for families and things like that too. So, because like my brother, he has 4 people in his family, and that's a larger ticket than a couple coming. So no, he has
Mhm.
5 people in his family. And I know there's other families that come out, like the Lee Feathers clan would come out, and there's 6 or 8 of them at any given time. So we'll just be conscious of that. But we're not in a huge hurry right now to get the place set. What we're in a hurry for is finding several different places that we can look at and see if we can come up with a solution for our needs to find a place to have our conference. The other thing that we need to concentrate on is attendance. It's still the same as every other year. It won't go off without the masters. The masters are the ones that pretty much are the factor in all of this. The vibrations doesn't come from anything other than the people that are in participation of it. So this year, reading the visit, Michael was talking about he was waiting to talk to Joe until he had kind of better idea on how many people are going to be showing up, so he could tell us what to do. You know, and then he told us since we didn't have enough people to form the vibrations that we need, we would be deciding what we need in our lives or what we desire in our lives, and they would help make that happen or even make that happen. So it was also a rare opportunity for the masters to take a lead, and some did, some were participants. Um, we'll be doing it a lot different next year. We had a cancellation of a speaker, so I had to take up that spot, and Joe didn't show, so I had to take up Joe's spot. So it kind of looked like I was like doing a whole lot of stuff, which I did, and I was glad to serve the masters. But it would be better because I think it would be better if the masters would come forth and share what they know about this work and help each other learn how to do this thing, and have different people each day um, uh, kind of lead the way, have different people doing different things. Diane brought that suggestion, and I thought that was fantastic, because then not one person is um, having to carry the load of the whole 4 days. We're a group of people. We can, there's a lot of shoulders there, and when you have many hands, it makes lighter work, as my grandmother would say when she invited all the grandkids over to her yard for yard work. So, and it was true, because we had 9 grandkids. We wiped her yard out in an hour, maybe 2 hours, and if 2 of us, it would take all day. So many hands make lighter work.
I have a suggestion. Ameristar Blackhawk. It has meeting space. Room rates are 109 to 129. It can hold up to 9. They have 14 meeting rooms holding 962 people. I don't know what that means, but Blackhawk is really kind of a cool mountain town. I know it, plus that's a casino if anybody cares about
Is that in
but
Colorado?
that's Blackhawk, Colorado.
It's all casinos for the most part. It's casinos.
Blackhawk, Ameristar Blackhawk. I was just looking conventions, and this, I mean, they have a pretty decent room rate, so that might be something to check.
Yeah.
There's some other places there, but I don't know if they have meeting rooms or not.
Okay.
But I'll keep looking.
Great.
Yeah, Blackhawk and the other town. I'm having a senior moment. They're pretty cool. There's just different places that have ballrooms that you can use.
So they're about an hour from the airport.
Yeah, but there are shuttles that go up there to the
shuttles
to the
make a
hotels.
difference. However, that does add to the cost of the adventure too, because we're talking per person unless they have group rates.
You never know, but even still, I mean, I'm happy to drive people.
We've overcome that issue before. So I don't think that
You know, and
that's
that's
an
the
issue
point
that's not
in
overcomable.
reserving a place early so people can save money.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so sign up now so that we have money to reserve the place. Um, having low numbers last year kind of put us in a position where we're kind of wondering how we're going to be able to make a deposit on a place when we find one. I'm open to suggestions. We can, I don't know what to do on that one.
How
Rob
much
a
do we
bank.
have to put down?
It depends on the place. They have percentages that they like to see. Some are half down, some are a quarter down, some are all up front. Some are just a credit card with that much on the balance. So it depends. We haven't gotten to that point yet, so we don't know because each individual corporation has their own policies on how they accept those things. I know the Elegante hotels were very easy to deal with. So far, the Holiday Inns have been relatively easy to deal with. Hardly any hiccups. So, excuse me.
Well, there have to be other Holiday Inn Express hotels in
Yeah,
Colorado.
there's a
besides the
lot. We
one-
just need to look at where we want to go in. We need to get a better idea of it. We can also look in Utah. However, Utah is not a very inexpensive place to go nowadays. It used to be very affordable to go to. Now they're on the map so they're up there in price. So I remember looking at it. Joe was telling me that it was really expensive at the Park City one that we went to, and it was quite challenging to keep up with that. So we want to keep that issue down as much as possible because really it's the conference now is really officially up to the masters. So we are booking it, we're paying for it, and we're executing it with what we know.
Oh,
So,
don't execute it.
huh? What's
Don't
that?
execute it.
Well, execute, I mean, making it happen,
Yeah, that's a different wording.
yeah. Sorry.
I'll throw out something on the search. I've been having to get fairly deeply involved in all types of artificial intelligence to do a lot of different things. And if you want to do a search on hotels in whatever town or Colorado, just go to ChatGPT, any number, there's a lot of these things. And you have to lay it out, hotels, certain price range, distance from the airport, shuttle, conference space of a size, and it'll just spit it out. Because that's all public information.
I'm very interested in that. I just started using AI just like within the last few days, and I'm amazed at the things I was able to accomplish and getting things done. It gives you a dialogue, but the nice thing about that is you can go in and change the dialogue as you need it to.
And tell them to put it in bullet points or give you a graph or put it on a spreadsheet.
It's really
Yeah.
what I've seen so far is cool. Great suggestion, Ken. Yes, we're going to do that. Absolutely. I think that would be very wise for us to get involved in that. I was kind of apprehensive at first, but then I started talking to this thing and it's answering some things that I knew. Of course, I'm going to put a test on it and it's accurate, pretty darn accurate. Some things it doesn't know much about. You have to feed it information in order for it to know what you're talking about, especially our group. Our conversation is totally unknown to ChatGPT or I'm using Messenger AI, which is real easy because it comes up on my computer and I can copy and paste it into a Word document and save whatever it is that they gave me.
Right.
So I'm just now learning.
Okay.
I actually asked it to do a synopsis on Joe's book, and that's what I used to post yesterday when I posted it everywhere. That synopsis is from AI. I went in and changed just a few things. Had Diane take a look at it, make sure that okay, we're on track here. And then as soon as she said go ahead, before 5 minutes was up, I had it posted all over the place. So,
Well,
and I'm getting
since you're on that since you're on that topic, and it has the book, ask it to give you 52 appealing hooks to get people to come to the conference.
Fantastic idea. Okay, let me write that. I got a list going here.
Yeah. And you can ask it for more ideas.
Well,
2 ideas for hooks.
Ken was teaching me this in the car the other day when we were checking out those 2 places.
Okay.
And specify
definitely
the
check
kind of
that out.
hooks you want. Specify the kind of information.
Yeah. Oh, is there a reason why you said 52, or are you just throwing that out there?
So you can put something out every week.
52 weeks, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't wear hats, but that's using your head for something other than a hat rack. That's good. I like it. I like it. 52. That makes sense. All right,
And
good. That's good stuff there. I like that. We could brainstorm some more on that. I'm gonna play with it and see what I can come up with.
Okay.
My brother's involved in it. He's using it for other things, for medical stuff, and
Oh, good, good.
a lot of
Okay.
successes. He's got issues with the
Mm-hmm.
mother-in-law and his wife and the blah blah blahs. But anyhow, it's helping him tremendously, finding out side effects and what kind of drugs go with what and that kind of thing. It's really helpful for him. So I think that we can use this to our advantage as well, and possibly
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
and get us into new areas and new zones. We do need the young crowd. I don't think Gen Z knows anything about us. The younger crowds, the millennials. That was one of the questions that's over the last few years that has come up for us at the event is how come there's no young people? I said, what do you mean? I'm young. No, you're not. I'm like, well, I was when I got here. So stick around. You're going to get old too. Hang in. So, yeah, that's exciting, Ken. I like the suggestion of the 52 ideas because then you have 52 posts.
Well, let me just follow along on that then.
Yeah, it can help.
Well, we can get to that when you want some ideas for the conference.
Well, one of the reasons
Just keep
why
going.
excuse me. Sorry, I've had a weird cough for the last few weeks. One of the things that I use for myself is this thing called managing complex change. And we have resources, we have incentive, we have all of the things except for the action plan. Once we get an action plan in place, then we'll have all of the boxes checked and things will start smoothing. And the reason why we're having all the false starts that we're having is because we're lacking an action plan. So what I've been talking to Diane about is having a real conversation about what it is that we're really doing and being upfront and honest about what the angels are saying and how they're instructing us and what they're, showing us that we can do. And we've got a compilation of the visits and the processes and the everything that we do is documented in such a way that it has a flow and we can just put it out there that way. So if you've been gone for a while and you need to catch up, we've got the information for you. If you're brand new and never heard about us, we can give it to you in such a way that you don't feel overwhelmed. One of the things that happens when you get into this work is because you want to dive in really deep and because it's so exciting and it's so mystical. And sometimes folks may become overwhelmed. So we got to watch that too, because we're excited about it when they come in and we're like, blah, 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 blah. Here you go. Here's all this information. And there's just like inundated with this stuff. And I'm guilty of that myself. I've been excited for years. I'm still excited. I'm getting excited talking about it. But mellow it out, slow our roll, have a comprehensive bullet point, as Ken was talking about, what this is about, what our mission is, what is it that we're doing? What is it that we are doing? We are creating a new Eden for Earth. That's what we're doing. How are we doing it? Well, first we have to take an introspective trip inside of ourselves so that we can handle our cases, so that we can be out there and be able to be patient with those that are coming in, have support, have emotional support, mental support, physical support, whatever type of support that we need, because when they come in, there's this thing that happens to everybody as you have this chaos because it's breaking up and shaking up what you used to think your life was. And when you start figuring out who you are, what makes you tick, how you fit in with everybody else, and then you look at your life and you're like, wow, this is amazing. But sometimes there's times where you don't know necessarily how to handle a situation as it comes up. If we slow down and look at the work, it shows us it's kind of an A, B, C, D, E, F, G situation. So, yes, Ken.
All right. So going back to what I did this morning, I went to ChatGPT. It went so long that I went ahead and paid a subscription of $20 every month so I can have unlimited access. So I said, I'm an artist. This is my income stream. I have galleries. I'm selling work at a certain level, blah, 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 blah. And it spit out 3 pages of what to do to get more business. So going to this conference is about ... Joe Crane has been talking to angels that he can physically touch. And all of this is at this website address, Angel, you give him that website address, it will read all of that. It'll read the whole thing.
Yep. In seconds.
It's
Nanoseconds.
well, it takes a little longer than that. So you describe what it is. You have a conference. These are the goals of the conference. The attendance was at this point. Now the attendance is this point. Another aside, and you do layered questions, or you can get a response and ask more questions. You have you want an organizational structure, okay? He'll give you that. So how do you get more attendance? And this is the goal. It'll start spitting out things. So it's going to tell you to get on the radio. It will tell you to start putting out interesting posts, hooks, and put them on all the social media. It's going to tell you to get on Substack and get on Medium. And you can monetize that or give it out for free. You can just give it out for free to get people to go to the website and sign up for the conference. Then you ask what kind of speakers to get, a list of available speakers in this metaphysical field. It goes on and on and on and on. And you'll end up doing about 2 hours with this, and you'll have pages of stuff. And it's just locked down good stuff.
Great.
So he gave me enough stuff that overwhelmed me. I've got 2 projects, so I just got overwhelmed this morning with
no
stuff
problem.
to do.
But you've given me enough data to be able to dive into this thing differently than I was going.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then, do you mind if I call you every once in a while and ask you a question?
No, go right
Text
ahead.
you first
Yeah.
and say, hey, dude, I need to call. We'll
Yeah, do the shortcut.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, because
Absolutely.
you ask questions differently than I do, and Laura asked. Everybody asks it differently, so our perspectives are very important in this, so that we can. Let's. You know,
it's dumb, but it has a lot of info, so you've got to ask a very specific question.
That's exactly
Okay.
right. Yeah. It's kind of like Michael. You can't be vague with him. He's like doesn't listen to that. If Joe's exact with him, he's like exact. So
yeah, he's always looking at his watch. Got to go.
I get that. Yep.
Okay.
So, all right. That's pretty groovy. I like that. Got me a little more excited than I was before about AI because it's very beneficial.
It's the bomb.
It may be worth the $20 a month. I don't know. I'll check it out. We'll see what happens.
Oh, it's good for 20 a month, no doubt. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely.
Okay.
There's a whole lot of different ones out there. Like the one on my phone, I've been using for through Facebook. I think it's fabulous. It texts right back immediately, goes analyze the pages, and I can transfer it from my screen onto a Word document. But I also close the window and open it back up, and it's still there.
I can feed it Word documents. I can feed it photos and PDF files, all kinds of stuff.
You can do that too, and it can make cartoons out of people or whatever, all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah.
I had
Well,
it make me a
this
Daffy
put out
Duck.
a newsletter,
Yeah.
a
It'll
book,
spit
an
out a
ebook. It
newsletter
made an
for you.
ebook.
It'll spit
It made
out.
an ebook.
Yeah. What I would like, and what I'm thinking that we can do is giving it the information from the websites and the information that we'd like to bring all of our people together once a year. What is the action plan that we can follow to help do
Correct.
that? Because that's what we're
Correct.
really, when I look at the complex change chart, the only thing we're missing is the action plan. And
It'll pop out a long list.
I can do this. This is I've got time to read that, and I will make time to do this. This is definitely
Okay.
important for
Okay.
me. And
You'll
I'm
have fun with it.
definitely willing to do that. And it is fun for me. I
Okay.
love doing that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a geek. You see, I'm not going to be in charge of anything. I mean, I'm of the Church of Pergamum. We're the map makers. We figure things out. We find the best path. We remember cool stuff, and we can teach you in such a way that you can learn it for a lifetime, you know. So that's what my focus is for what I want to contribute to the group, because that's what we have. There's other people like you. You have the creative ways of coming up with asking questions and finding AI, how to do that kind of stuff. That takes a creative mind. So there's where you're contributing. Boom. We're falling into alignment. Laura over here, she's getting everything all balanced out, man. She's got the numbers and the figures and the wheres and the whats and I think we've got a pretty good thing going. And yes, we do need more people on our team. I'd love to see as much participation as we can, because the masters are very significant and they're very
Yeah.
powerful.
You'll probably have to ask the volunteers on these different things.
Yeah, at first we'll do the volunteer thing, and later on we'll work it into where, we're at
And
we're at the beginning again.
with these volunteers, if you have an account, they can use your account to do the work they need to do as well.
Perfect. All right.
They
Well,
can log in that way.
we can even create an account under the conference.
Yeah, and they can log into that. Yeah.
Yeah, put all that on the conference, because I have the store,
Right.
and that's an entirely different entity, completely different entity. So, but I do make a product that is very easy for me to access and get a hold of, and I can use that for fundraising for some of
Yeah.
the things we need in the conference while we're waiting to get things
Okay.
moving. So I
And
don't.
I'm running tight on time. Dinner's being prepared upstairs.
Yeah,
I've
I
got
know.
about
My
15
dinner's-
minutes. What was your next item?
Our next item was we did. Laura wants to talk about a survey and a raffle.
Okay, I'll just talk quickly because everything's in the newsletter. I put a relatively short survey in the newsletter. Just asking some basic questions, what kinds of gifts do you have, talents, skills, what can you do to help us, with the conference? People's suggestions. Also, we're doing a raffle. We've got a set of angel forks, a Daha fork, and a PSI fork.
Fantastic.
So I set up a raffle, and we can use that money, that money can go towards the down payment on a conference space. So this is all in the newsletter, really. So
I can put together a package from the store for a raffle if you'd like to. So
yeah,
might as well.
yeah, I
you know.
think people would like that. It's fun. Raffles are fun.
Yeah, if it's going to raise funds for us to get the
Well,
conference
the main
going,
thing
that'd
is
be
that we're
great.
focusing on getting a location for next year.
Right. Well, I like what Karen brought to the table. I want to take a look at that. I see that logistically it's in the mountains. It's an hour and 6 minutes, an hour and 3 minutes from the airport. Last year, what was 45 minutes away from the airport?
Yeah.
Right.
I've traveled. When we went to Ohio, I believe it took us 2 hours to get to the airport in a shuttle from the airport to I think it was Deer Creek or Deer Lake,
Oh, Deer
Ohio.
Creek, Deer Creek. I remember that place.
Yeah, Deer Creek, and they were with a bunch of gathered masters. So I mean, you're going there to hang out with them anyway, so you might enjoy the ride. I know I didn't drive. I drove to a lot of the other ones, but the ones I flew to when I would take a shuttle, it seemed like forever. Like Estes Park, That one was like an hour and a half shuttle. So, but anyhow, the main thing is if we can get to the point where we can, help the masters to understand how important it is that they show up and contribute their loving energy to the totality of what we're doing, we're going to go a long way real quick. Because as soon as we start clicking, this thing can go big real quick. And, it ain't over. And we could still do it. So let's see, what was the last thing on your list here? You wanted to talk about the 7 sacred herbs for late summer, or are you going to just produce that information for us again? Or
Again, it's in the newsletter. It's in the newsletter.
Gabriel's Tonic,
We're,
was
we're
that in the
resting
newsletter?
right now. August 6th, we start up with late summer herbs. That's moving into another season.
Okay.
I think we start with mental herbs.
So we're in the physical.
But
So
right
it's
now we're
physical,
resting.
mental.
We're resting this week. Yeah.
Yeah, resting this week, and then we go into the physical because late summer is Smyrna,
Right.
if I remember correctly. There's 7 seasons, and each season has a gift that goes, one of the 7 churches goes with the seasons, and the day of the week, and the musical note, and a color. Okay,
So the
Gabriel's
calendar's
Tonic.
in the newsletter, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Oh, okay.
I've studied it quite a bit, so I'm happy to answer any questions people have about it.
Excellent. Gabriel's Tonic, you wanted to bring that up? Is it fig season yet?
Oh, mainly because fresh figs are in season right now. In fact, I have some in the refrigerator, and I'm planning to make it tomorrow. That
Excellent.
was the main reason I brought it up, is because fresh figs are in season.
Yeah, it's real easy to make this stuff. You use 6 ounces of figs, 6 ounces of raw organic honey, not cooked, and 2 drops of black seed oil or 6 ounces of black seed oil. Do the drops, tastes better. And you put it in a blender real slow. You don't want to heat it up. And then you take 3 tablespoons a day until it's gone, and you'll have a difference in energy. And you can make a double, triple batch, whatever. That formula is just a base formula. So if you have more than, if it's more than you, make double, you know. So, and it also is illuminated very well if you make it with inside of a laminaire crystal bowl or one of the cups that Joe used to make, one of the bowls or cups that they used to make. You can even set the diamond next to it. You can set the star next to it, and it will charge just the same, or set the bowl on your tile and it'll charge just the same too. So when you're using things with medical value or anything like that, you want to use the laminar crystal technology that we have out there, because it helps put life force into those things and it helps it do what it's supposed to do, especially with the sacred herb, the sacred herbs for the sevens thing that we have going. I might start making cups and bowls again at some point in time. It's just very time consuming and it takes up a lot of space. And my electricity bill just got tamed. It was in the upper atmosphere for a while. I just got that handled. So I'll be back to making clay here pretty soon. Got plenty of stars still. So let's see. September fall equinox gatherings. What's going on there, Laura?
Well, again, the weekend of the fall equinox, if people are interested in being servants and doing gatherings, I've got a couple of people that are waiting to be gathered. So I just put that out there to see, who might step forward to be a servant.
Can't hurt. Can't hurt.
Yeah.
I'll be revamping the gathering information on the website. Diane and I have compiled all the information, read, reread, and are going to read again the gathering script and what the angels say about gatherings. We're just going to put what they say up and have it, and then give a little bit of an experience, because I was gathered at a home gathering with the way that Joe was first shown how to do it. There's some variations of it. We're just going to reel it back into what Michael gave us, because that seems to be the best way it works. And you get the optimum experience out of it. The whole idea is to get that wonderful experience and really find out who you really are, because you're awesome. And Diane, are you going to talk about anything?
Diane was going to talk about the vibrational reboot.
I was just about to hum the tune to Jeopardy. Can you hear me, sweetheart? Let me see if she's even on there. Yeah, let me buzz her up again. One ringy dingy. Hi, sweetheart. Did you have something to contribute about the vibrational reboot? You can't hear anyone? She's having technical difficulties, so she can't contribute at this time, is what she's saying.
I can just give you a
Yeah.
short
Yeah,
synopsis.
1 second. She's giving me some information real quick. Go ahead, you. Go ahead, Diane. Yeah. Yeah. The calendar schedule for what is that for? Oh, the night. Okay, right. Let me see here. Did I? I hope I didn't. You sent me the 7 Names of God tuning process. Am I looking for something else? I'm gonna have to go look at my other files. Where's Diane? I'm on my computer right now. You could send it to me, and if it comes in the next minute or two, it'll be fresh in my mind here. Okay, so she's talking about a calendar schedule for the year for Gathered Masters, or for the sevens, excuse me, to be able to follow and participate as you will. We urge you to participate with all of the things on there. However, some folks have more schedule than others. So do what you can and use what you got. So she's sending me a copy of that calendar schedule right now. Is this something we can put in the newsletter too, or?
In the newsletter. It's in there.
Yeah, we'll put it in the next newsletter, or maybe do a special.
I mean, it's in
mailing.
the current newsletter.
Oh, it's in the current newsletter.
It is. It is.
Oh, okay. So look at the current newsletter for August, and or was it July? July's newsletter?
August.
August's newsletter, and you'll find the calendar there for those of you
It's
that are
Diane did a
viewing
lot of
from
work, and she
later on.
figured things out daily, weekly,
Yeah.
and then processes that are done like on specific dates.
She took a lot of time to put this together, and it's really flows well. So take a look at it in the newsletter. And if you have any questions, contact either myself or Laura or Diane, or even I don't know who else out there would know all the processes and stuff and how to do those things. You can contact me anytime. I do answer my phone, and I do return phone calls, and I answer emails and texts. So I'm still on board, kids. Well, that's what we're doing nowadays. Yeah, the calendar. Okay. It's in the newsletter. So, Diane. Okay. Okay. So if we pull that up, let's see here. That's going to be
It's towards the end of the
Kenville.
newsletter, I think.
Let me pull it up real quick, like here.
I'm sorry, I've got to go.
No
But I'm gonna
problem. I heard
send
you
you-
had dinner going. I'm kind of jealous.
I
I got to
know.
go cook myself dinner.
I'm going to send you some suggestions for the conference. I'll
Please
send them over
do.
to you, Laura. It's a text right
Okay.
now.
All right.
And
You
you
send
guys
it over
can
to
chew
me
it
too.
or just pass it around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Send it over to me too. I'll take any suggestions you got, Ken.
Okay. All righty.
Let's see here. Calendar.
Sorry, I've got to shoot off.
No problem.
I
This is
wish we
going
could
longer
get
than-
that interview from Joe from that buddy of yours.
Yeah, I'm working on that too. I have I got a hold
That'd
of
be
his,
great.
I got a hold of him. He's wanting me to get a hold of his secretary. She will put it on his agenda, and she will pull the files and either get them to me or hold him at gunpoint and have him edit them. So
Yeah, or just give us the raw file. We'll deal with it.
I just
you
want
know.
the raw files. So,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's just got 3 projects going, and it's been going for about a year. So that's where if he had any hair, he'd be pulling it out.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we're going on 2 years, so it'd be nice to get the file. All right, I gotta go, guys.
trust
Talk
me,
to you later.
he's one of my best friends. I've been
Oh, good.
I've been
Okay.
bothering him quite a bit about it, and he's just
All
like,
right.
you know,
All right. Thank you, guys.
all right,
Okay,
thank you,
bye,
Ken.
Ken.
Bye-bye.
I'm not seeing this file in here, but anyhow, we'll figure that out, and I can post it on the Gathered Masters pages on Facebook as well. And then, of course, if you're viewing this on YouTube or wherever, and you don't belong to Facebook groups, go to Facebook, and you do have Facebook, go to the Facebook groups and look for Gathered Masters. There's a public group you can join, and we'll get you all the information you want. So there's that. Anything else?
That's pretty much.
Anyone?
all.
Okay,
No.
great. What about you, Diane? Anything else?
Can I answer
Okay.
questions for anybody?
Nope. We're not big on questions in this group for some reason. We're big on asking if there's any questions, but we're never really big on getting any questions.
Ain't that the truth?
A lot of the things we do is pretty self-explanatory. So, and a lot of the questions come from within. And as Gabriel says, the question is the answer. So,
Oh, yeah.
what that's worth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well,
Cool and
everybody
great.
keep moving.
All right, I'll
Keep
call you back
moving.
in a few minutes. All right.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
All right, kids.
Okay, bye,
Next
Cindy.
month we're gonna have chat
Bye.
again in the first week of September, and
Number 7.
yep, September 7th,
Mhm.
D-Day, day that will live in infamy.
We'll have more
It can also be
information.
the Sevens Day.
Have more
So, and
information.
it might be the day that I'm getting a new grandson because they're going to induce labor on the 6th or the 7th. So, getting a new
Yay.
grandson.
Oh, really?
So with
Okay.
that, we're going to go ahead and sign off. We'll stop doing the recording
Okay.
soon. As always, my blessings, my gifts, and my deeds are of you. Nanu nanu.
Thanks,
Peace be
Dave.
with you.
Bye,
Bye, guys.
AngelicGate.com. Take care, kids.